Hey guys, it's me. So Disney has officially canceled the supernatural horror series Goosebumps after 2 seasons. However, it appears that all hope is not lost and the show can potentially return for season 3. Goosebumps, the latest TV adaptation of R.L. Stine's namesake book series, premiered on Disney Plus and Hulu on October 13, 2023. The show returned with its sophomore season on January 10, 2025. Today, I am gonna talk about how Goosebumps was canceled by Disney before season 3 and how it could possibly get renewed. If you're a fan of the show and want to support my channel, stay tuned until the end where I let you know how you can help me keep this channel running. Alright, let's get started. Goosebumps has been canceled after the 2nd season and will not return on Disney Plus and Hulu with its 3rd chapter. Notably, the first 2 seasons of the show drew 75 million hours of total viewing just inside the US. Overseas, the show accumulated an additional 43 million hours of viewing in 16 markets via Variety. The first season debuted with a 5-episode premiere. The remaining 5 episodes of the season came out weekly, with the season finale becoming available for streaming on November 17, 2023. In contrast, Season 2, comprising 8 episodes, came out in a bulk. Each season focused on a new set of characters and storyline, stepping away from the episodic anthology format of the 1995 show of the same name. The cast of the first season includes Zach Morris as Isaiah, Isa Briones as Margot, Miles McKenna as James, Anna Yi Pooch as Isabella, and Justin Long as Nathan Bratt. The second season cast features David Schwimmer as Anthony Brewer, Anna Ortiz as John, Jaden Bartles as Cease, Sam McCarthy as Devin, and more. How Goosebumps Season 3 could happen. Variety cited a source to report that Sony Pictures Television, one of the production companies behind Goosebumps alongside Scholastic Entertainment and Disney-branded television, intends to shop the series to other networks and streaming platforms and delve into the prospects of various creative directions for the IP. This means that unlike other canceled Disney Plus shows like Willow and Star Wars, The Acolyte, Goosebumps can come back for Season 3 if Sony finds a different home for the show. One possibility could be Netflix, which already produces a live-action series based on another one of R.L. Stine's book series, Fear Street. All 3 of the movies in the Fear Street trilogy were released straight to the streaming service, and were watched for a total of 70 million hours in the first 4 weeks of release. Netflix has yet to announce whether or not it will adapt any of the remaining books in the series, but it has a track record of adapting other young adult properties successfully. Another option is Amazon's Prime Video, which recently had success with its Lord of the Rings prequel series, The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power. Prime Video hasn't yet ventured into the world of Goosebumps, but the streamer has shown a willingness to experiment with genre fare like The Terminalist, which also targets a younger demographic than many of its other original series. Plus, R.L. Stine himself has said that he would love to see the Goosebumps series adapted for Prime Video. While appearing on the podcast The Rewatchables in March 2023, he stated, "I would love to do an episode of The Terminalist. I think that would be really fun. I like that show. I've seen it. I like the idea of putting one of my stories into their world." Stine also suggested that Prime Video could produce a movie based on one of the Goosebumps books, similar to what it did for the kids' book series The Stinky and Dirty Show. When can we expect a decision? According to Deadline, Disney Plus has until May 2025 to decide whether or not it will exercise its renewal option for Season 3 of Goosebumps. This timeline gives the streamer enough time to analyze viewership data for the 2nd season and determine whether or not it makes financial sense to renew the series. Although the show's fate ultimately lies in the hands of Disney, Scholastic and Sony Pictures will likely make their own decisions regarding the series' future. After all, it was their intention to shop the series to other networks and streaming platforms even if Disney chooses not to renew it. Ultimately, the trio will weigh the show's popularity, production costs, and other factors to determine its future. And fans will just have to wait and see what decision they make. Why was Goosebumps canceled? Although Goosebumps has a large and dedicated fan base, there are a few reasons why Disney may have decided to cancel the series. First, the show's ratings have been declining since its debut. The first episode of Season 1 was watched for a total of 41 million hours in its first 28 days on the platform. In contrast, the second episode of the same season was watched for a total of 21 million hours in its first 28 days. Additionally, the series received mixed reviews from critics. Some praised the show for its scares and faithfulness to the book series, while others criticized it for its predictable plots and underdeveloped characters. This mixed reception may have contributed to the show's cancellation, as Disney may have felt that it was not worth continuing to invest in a series that was not receiving widespread critical acclaim. Furthermore, Disney may have decided to cancel Goosebumps in order to make room for other original series. The company has a number of new projects in development, including high-profile series based on popular book series like A Wrinkle in Time and Avatar: The Last Airbender. By canceling Goosebumps, Disney can focus its resources on promoting and producing these other series, which may have more mainstream appeal. Finally, it is worth noting that Goosebumps is not the only young adult horror series to be canceled in recent years. Netflix recently canceled its series The Midnight Club, which was also based on a book series, despite the fact that it had a large and dedicated fan base. This trend may indicate that there is simply less appetite for young adult horror series among streaming services, which may have contributed to Disney's decision to cancel Goosebumps. Overall, while Goosebumps has a devoted following, several factors, including declining ratings, mixed reviews, and the desire to focus on other projects, may have contributed to Disney's decision to cancel the series. What do you think about Goosebumps being canceled, and how do you feel about it possibly getting picked up by another network or streaming service like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video? Feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts. And if you're a fan of the show and want to support my channel, stay tuned until the end where I lines let you know how you can help me keep this channel running. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. To stay up to date on all the latest news, come back again soon.